back to another episode of the Mixing Pot Podcast. This is your girl, Chef Keyla. I'm here with Chef Drewski and Chef Tariq. Guys, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well.
Yes.
All them damn technical difficulties, but I'm good.
We definitely had some technical difficulties right before the show. I was running late myself, so just got off on a hella late start. But it's okay. We're here live and present for you guys another week. I'm going to get into the drink right away, right off the bat. Let's get it. So today, I'm doing a whiskey sour for everybody. So my mom, I decided to do this drink because the whiskey is my mom's favorite spirit, and I mixed some for us the other day, and I was like, this is actually fire. So that is what I'm doing for you guys today. So let's get started. In my shaker, I've got some ice in here already, and then I'm gonna do 2 ounces of whiskey. I'm doing Dewar's Portuguese Smooth blended Scotch whiskey today. Just cause I like this cause it has I feel like it has a spice behind it, kind of, and even with the color of it, you can kind of tell.
How does this sound back? Portuguese what?
Portuguese Smooth port cask finish.
Aged years.
Yes, it's a product of Scotland. So we got 2 ounces of that in there, and then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, which again just equal parts sugar and water. And then I am going to do the same amount of fresh squeezed lemon juice, so 3/4 of an ounce. And let me try to not get this little seed in there. Perfect.
I love how Kayla is the only one that has the proper utensils.
Mise en place. It's called mise
for
en
her garnish
place.
and stuff.
LOL. We're the ones that are supposed to be professional, right? And showing these people some good drinks, right?
Exactly. What is Tariq talking about?
Sex on the driveway.
Yeah.
The fuck was sex on the driveway, bro?
Almost
That's
killed me.
something that I want to have and not drink.
Wow. This is very true.
Anyway, I'm going in with a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. They're just aromatic bitters in there. And then I'm just gonna give this a shake for a couple of seconds to make sure that everything is nice, well, and mixed. And my ice is almost completely melted. I barely had anything in there anymore left. But I have some ice in my glass already, and I'm using just a regular rocks glass. Just gonna strain that right in. I love the color on it too.
Yeah.
When I made it for my mom, we did it with Johnny Walker Black Label, and it was way lighter than this. I like that this has an orangey tone to it.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Are there other whiskeys that you can use for it, or better ones?
You can pretty much use any whiskey that you would want. It's called a whiskey sour because of that specifically. You could basically do this with any spirit too. Tequila sour, gin sour, vodka sour. So it's really just, I like it because it's a very simple, basic recipe. It has tartness to it, it has sweetness to it, it has that little bit of bite of the alcohol in the back, and then the bitterness with the bitters too. It's just a little extra layer of flavor in there. And you could really just add whatever you want to it or do whatever, mix it up. So
Yeah. Sex in the driveway was a perfect drink. You guys are fucking weirds. Just had to get that out of the way.
You had.
No, I don't wanna talk about it anymore.
You had Nazir saying. Nazir said, "Yeah, I like that. I like this episode. You guys need more good captions like sex in the driveway."
Sex in the driveway. I'm dead. For garnish, I literally just the lemon right before I juiced it. I peeled a couple slices off of it, and I'm twisting it. I twisted it to get all the essential oils out, just to make sure that gets infused. You guys can see how the skin glistens,
shiny,
basically. Yeah. And then just throwing that in my drink.
Nice.
A little garnish. So cheers, everybody.
Nice.
Cheers, guys.
Look at Drew. His is already drunk.
He definitely took a couple sips as we were having these technical difficulties. And he was like, this is good.
Yeah.
It tastes like tea.
They're stressing me today, so I got a drink.
We stressing you.
Oh, it does taste like tea, Tariq. And you know why? I think it's mostly because of the finish on this whiskey, honestly.
Yeah, so you can kind of taste a little bit of it.
It tastes like a little smoky kind of too.
Yeah.
In the background.
Cast finish or cast finish.
Now, also, Kayla, can you also explain what bitters is?
Sure. So I'm basically just like gonna read the label, I guess. So I mean, this is ingredients: alcohol, water, sugar, gentian.
Yeah.
Gentian, natural flavors, and caramel color. So I mean, this is basically used as like a flavoring agent in mixed drinks. It was first made in 1824 and may be distinguished from other aromatic bitters by its fine flavor and aromatic odor. It's produced in the port of Spain, in Trinidad, and then let me see, what else does it say? Because of its delightful flavor and aroma, it's become popular to use in soft drinks, cocktails, and other alcoholic beverages. It also imparts an exquisite flavor to soups, salads, vegetables, gravies, fish, meat, fruit juices, jellies, sherbets, ice cream, and all similar desserts. Actually, that's very interesting. I have never seen like a recipe besides a drink recipe that uses this. So for them to like recommend it in savory cooking or even like sweets as well is crazy. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I've never actually seen it in savory either.
You learn something new every fucking day.
When did you guys start doing drinks in school? Because I remember in Katarina.
Sophomore, yeah. And I was in Bounty. That was the first restaurant I did.
Yeah.
So that's when, in front of house, that's when we did it. Well, that's when we like kind of learned. And then Bocuse, we actually like had like a small project, like, oh, okay, like come over, get a drink, whatever, you gotta make it from class.
Yeah.
And then we actually had, remember when we used to have the little carts we used to pass around, like go around the dining room floor and like basically do like the drinks yourself instead of the bartender? Like I did that, but that was the first few times I
That was
actually
when we did like front of house of
Bocuse.
Yeah.
That was when, yeah. What was it? I did a smoked Manhattan.
And you had to do the little smoky thing.
Isn't that called a cloche?
Yeah.
I think so.
Right? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was when I first did it, honestly.
That's interesting. We didn't do drinks for baking and pastry in school, which is the one thing that I really like wanted to do, and I was super upset that we didn't have like a class to do it, because I was like, what the fuck? I mean, granted, like I think after we graduated and I came back, I did a bartending course at like the Rhode Island bartending school. This lady named, oh god, what's her name? I'm blanking out on her name. She was really cool though. I liked her class a lot. Granted, I was underage, so I couldn't necessarily like hang out with them after to like actually like drink, mix drinks, like taste wines and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was like really interesting to be able to get that experience, and I mean, I did that shit at home anyway. But yeah, that was the only like downfall, like I feel, with the baking and pastry program when we were in school, was just like it lacked a few aspects that you guys got in savory that I wish I would have been able to experience as well.
Yeah.
Just would have made me, more of a well-rounded like professional.
And we had wines class too, like so that we learned and tasted everything, but it wasn't like we actually made anything or actually.
Yeah, no, that was strictly for wine, and like we mentioned before, that was intense, like intense, like. Literally. There's no reason why they should have had a curriculum that was so much information in such a short period of time. Yeah. Just because, for retention purposes as students, like, we're basically, I mean, we had that class when we were finishing associates, so we're basically clocked out.
Finishing up, basically.
Literally,
right before,
yeah.
For us, it was right before restaurants.
Yeah, and yeah.
I think after I left, that's when they like actually extended it to make it like a semester, I believe. So I think it is a lot longer now, which is better because after you get through the new world stuff, the old world, you need more time on that because that was
I think that's the most studying I've ever done in my life.
Bro, I
think so,
bricks. I had bricks of damn note cards on every single wine and grape. It still almost failed.
I remember at John's, we had them all over the walls, like the whole wall were covered with posters.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything, and we were all just quizzing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy
Yeah,
times.
it's like you had to know that. Yeah.
I took a bar class, just like kind of like similar to what you did, but we didn't do any drinks in it.
Okay.
It was during bachelor's, but it was literally just like we learned how like to basically like design a bar, and then we took the tips course, so basically we got tip certified and stuff like that, so we could serve. But we didn't actually get to make drinks and stuff.
Okay.
Why? Like it was like they rotated that class and actually bartending class. Why? I don't know, but I wish we would do a bartending class because that would have been nice to do at least.
Right. That's just lit. We should take a bartending class together.
I'm down for that.
I feel like Drew definitely needs it.
you can show them the 6-foot driveway.
That's so funny.
Is it, guys?
Anyway, how was you guys this weekend?
My weekend was actually very, very good. I chilled at home and did not spend any money.
As you should, yay. Nice.
No flaws. Look at you.
Clean, just cooled it at home with the cat.
Nice.
And just chilling. Jesus.
You guys can
and now the
maybe hear
cat's
him
making
in the
a bunch of
background.
noise.
It's okay, studio cat.
It's his time, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
fine.
it's playtime for him.
Yeah, it's not playtime for us.
I know.
Right though. Gotta get to work.
But yeah, other than that, what did I do? That was really cool. Oh, I finished Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
That was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good ending to it. So
You remember what order you had? No.
my first episode was red. Then it went pink. I remember my last episode was white though.
White was
White
always
is everyone's last episode.
So basically, Kaleidoscope it's a heist show, but you can watch all the episodes out of order, and they give you like
The same story.
Yeah. So like everyone gets a different like order, but there's like I think like thousands and thousands of ways to actually watch it, but you still have to watch White last, basically.
That's interesting. I know you guys mentioned it not too long ago, maybe like a week or two ago.
It was a good show.
And y'all were talking about how you can kind of bounce back and forth. I find that so interesting, like to be able to.
Netflix is coming out with some crazy stuff
shit.
though.
Those game shit.
Yeah, the games and the interactive stuff on there is like wild now. It's like what's going on here?
Right though.
So my order was black, which is like the first like intro or whatever. Then it was yellow, green, orange, violet, blue, red, pink, then white.
It's only one season of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's only just these few. Okay. Oh shit! I gotta watch this shit now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Is it?
Pink then white, you said?
Pink then white.
Yeah, I think I had pink then white. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was good. It was very
He
good.
said it was great,
It was a good show.
successful. Yeah.
What else did I do? Did I watch any good movies? No, nothing really has dropped lately in the movies, so
Not yet.
it's like a standstill. We're all waiting for like
Ant-Man and
the next like Marvel drop or like something crazy. So 2023 still has a lot to offer.
Netflix got some movies coming out this week. Eddie Murphy got one coming out.
Yeah, I actually
With
went to
Jonah
that.
Hill,
Yeah, with Jonah Hill, yeah. That's gonna be a
shit.
good one.
But
But yeah, that was my weekend.
Nice.
Just
chills.
casually
Relax.
laying back, chilling.
I bet Teddy was excited when you brought him back home on Friday. Like ecstatic.
Bro, the way that kid just sits in the passenger seat and stares out the window. It's like you
Yo,
thought
kids
you
are
saw
fucking
a whole
different.
New world, bro. Like,
Right.
Like just
Whole
chill.
new
Just chill.
world.
Seriously. And then he tries to just get out like he's a dog or something. He just tries to get out of the car by himself. I'm like, bro, chill
Like
out.
you're gonna get killed.
You're gonna run off.
Yeah, and you're gonna.
I
And
know
then I'm
you.
gonna be booked.
I mean, Cat's got 9 lives. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how many lives that one got.
Is that actually true though?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm not a cat.
I mean, you have a cat. I mean,
I mean, yeah, I have a cat, but I'm not that in tune with the universe and
Well, what?
to be able to tell you that.
I wouldn't want to find out. Because imagine you have a cat. Okay, cool. It dies some mysterious way, and then boom, it comes back. Nah, buddy.
Imagine.
Yo,
New
That should be
family on your
crazy,
new
though.
life. Nah, new
That should
family
be
on your
crazy.
new life. Nah,
That would be
you
funny
ain't
as hell.
gonna you ain't gonna pet cemetery me.
You ain't gonna pet cemetery me.
That
Bring all his friends, all his dead friends back.
Nah, bro. That movie was crazy too. That was a crazy movie.
Oh my
Pet
God.
Cemetery, the original.
I don't think I've seen it.
You're missing out, kid.
I don't
80s gold. Anyway,
80s.
how was your week? how was your weekend?
know. My weekend was good. Thursday after the day after the last week's episode, me and Ozzy went to Baby Tron,
Oh yeah.
which was a pretty good concert.
Shitty Boys.
Yeah, it was a pretty good concert. It was White Boy Central in there.
Of
Of course,
They
of
were
course.
smelling like straight must.
Of
you know,
course,
of
so,
course.
It was a little crazy, but I mean, it was cool. It was a fun concert. And Ozzy got me the tickets for Christmas, so I enjoyed it. It was definitely dope. And then Sunday we had DJ Incredible on.
You guys left me behind for the concert.
We didn't leave
continue.
you
You
up.
said DJ Incredible.
DJ Incredible, that's first. Second of all,
No,
we didn't
no,
leave you.
you
No,
left
no,
me,
no,
you
no,
left
no,
me,
no,
you
no,
left me,
no,
but we
no,
can keep going.
no. We kept telling
You
you
guys
for
left
weeks to buy your ticket, and you said, "What? How much? I'm gonna buy it right now." Doesn't buy it. I'm gonna buy it right now. Doesn't buy it.
That
The-
don't even
the
sound
class-
like me, Kayla. Do it.
The classic Andrew cat.
I'm
move.
not gonna get in the middle
What?
of this,
We out?
okay?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna buy my ticket. Doesn't actually buy his ticket.
Yo, he's capping.
It's not the first concert you've done that to me too either.
What's the first concert ever that I did that to you?
The Schoolboy Q concert
We
when
went
he
to
came
that.
to Boston. No, when he came to Boston. Yeah.
Oh, at the Marriott.
Yeah,
We
House
were
of
both at the
Blues.
Marriott.
Yeah, House of Blues. I was like, yo, let's go. Yeah, let's go. I bought my ticket. Yo, Drew, you buy a ticket? Yeah, I'm gonna get it, bro. All the way to that day.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Went to Drew's house dressed. I
Didn't
said, Drew,
get
you
it.
getting a ticket? I don't know if I'm gonna go. Alright, cool. It's a whole concert by myself.
This man's airing me out on the airwaves, bro.
Because you wanna say we left you, so I'm gonna tell the
No,
truth.
no. Y'all left me.
We're gonna leave you.
Sex in the Driveway is a wonderful thing.
What?
Oh my God.
Y'all are haters.
So yeah, we had DJ Incredible on the show this week.
Yeah.
And I did cheese stick sliders, which were fire. They were a lot better than when I made them that time. They were definitely fire. And then I had a poetry event that night where I did the sliders there. I did some mozzarella sticks, mac and cheese bites, and some breaded cauliflower wings, which that was really good. And then I actually got an event next Tuesday off of that event. Basically, a lady like messaged me like right away. It was like, hey, like I have this event. It's gonna be like 40 people, whatever. Like, you know, let's do something. So like we talked like Tuesday morning or something like that. Like we basically just got everything done. Did an invoice for her. Met with her yesterday. I said Tuesday. We talked Monday, but Tuesday basically sent the invoice. She gave me a deposit for it. So I got an event next week. So.
Hell yeah.
Connections make
That's
connections.
Connections,
lit.
yeah.
Literally.
And this is a good one. So it's like, she was like, you know, they do a lot of things with the city of Providence. So
Mhm.
if this one goes well next week, now maybe we can get connections for Providence and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
that's all it's about. The support and connections that we can get for each other.
Yes, Tariq. I fucking love to hear that. That's so awesome, dude. I feel like that kind of goes into my weekend. I mean, like I connected
Yeah.
you with somebody else as well. So the people that I'm working with now.
Oh, yeah.
Canon Management. I had my first event with them last week, so last Thursday. It was a private event. So basically, I'm working. I got a new position as a brand ambassador for a cannabis management company, and we do, you know, like private events where, you know, we like cater to specifically like what you need. And then we do public events too. Those are mostly like just networking events, bringing people together, employers with employees. expanding your brand, etc. And we sell sponsorships for those events too. And then we also offer digital marketing, like digital media marketing packages. So just trying to bring like these small businesses that are growing in the cannabis industry now here in New England together to be able to just create this whole new world here in New England for us. But yeah, I went to my first event. It was awesome. It was basically a product launch, it was between two companies. So cannabis dispensary called the Heirloom Collective, and then it was a CBD company called Heritage Farms. And it was fucking dope. But it was so awesome being able to work with these ladies who are so passionate about what they're doing in the industry and really like making a voice for us women and for everybody to be able to feel comfortable and safe and heard. Lots of connections. The place that we had it was called Fire Art Seed Studio. It was in Framingham, Mass. Just super awesome. Like the vibes were great. The owner of the building just had some amazing art throughout. It was all like recycled wood, and he makes his own instruments. Like even the little railing to the stairs going up had like, it was like wood and it was like cut out designs. It's just like all the small little things, as artists, like we see these things. But yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, they had like a caterer, they had a bartender as well, and I was obviously put Tariq on. I was like, guys, like my friend Tariq literally does this, and he does it very, very, very well. So if you guys are looking for more business to connect with, there you go. So put him on. Yes.
I know. I sent the email to them.
Mhm.
I sent it out to them. They haven't even back yet. But
I actually I checked in with my coworker earlier. She was like, yeah, we got his info. So they got it on deck. They'll definitely hit you up ASAP, like as soon as they've got something that they need.
Word. Yo, when Kayla said, yo, the food is trash, I put you on already. I'm sending an email right now. I said, oh, hell yeah, let's get it.
It was literally, alright, so it was so funny because.
What was the food?
So, alright, so this, like, an event like this was the first time that my team was ever had so many different moving parts to it, right? That included catering, like an open bar, etc. So, first off, it was so rainy, like all day that day. The caterer and the bartender were so late. Like they're supposed to be there at 5:30. The bartender, I think she got there at like 6:30. The caterer didn't end up walking in until about 7 o'clock. It was like kind of uncomfortable for my coworker to like have to go up to. There was a couple people sitting at the table that we had designated, for the food, and be like, oh, like sorry, like we got some food coming through, like can you guys get up, so they came in, set up, whatever, and then they basically just left. Like I asked my coworker, I'm like, oh, like did they say anything to you, like do they want anything back at the end of the night, like the chafing dishes, etc. They had like utensils and stuff in the food, and she was like, no, like they literally just left. Like I'm sending them a message, obviously, but but she said that she's had like other people do that to her before too.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. So weird. But so automatically, they set everything up, turned the food on, like the shaper is on, and then like uncovered the food, and then they basically just left. Everybody like obviously high as shit, like hungry, like starts going at it right away.
Zombies.
Literally my coworker's like, oh, like make sure like you go get something. Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. Mostly everybody had like made their trip over to the table. I went over, grabbed some food. They had like stuffed mushrooms. They had like beef teriyaki or like beef skewers. They had, what else did they have? Just like little bites, like mac and cheese bites. They had like these cornbread muffins that were supposed to have fried chicken on top. And like, bro, so I grabbed some food, went over, started eating a little bit. I'm like, And then I see the other two ladies, the owner and then the director, they both come up, they're like, oh my god, how's the food? Automatically, that's the first thing they asked me. And I was like, y'all, I'm putting y'all out to my front team because the cornbread muffins were like raw. I swear to God, like it shit was soft and mushy, like right under where the chicken was. Like I was like, they had no color. The food was cold too. I mean, like I said, granted,
You got there.
transportation, they got there so late. And then, like, they set up, they didn't even, like, literally, like, really let the food warm up at all, covered after they just turned on the chafing dishes before they uncovered it and then just left. So the food didn't have any time to, like, kind of re-warm up or anything. Mm-hmm. And then, like, everybody just went, and then, again, I was, like, one of the last ones to get food. But, you know, I mean, all the food was, like, covered up and stuff, and then after, like, a while, like, when a couple people went over to eat it, they were like, oh, it tastes better because it's hot. But even then, I was like, no way. I said, absolutely, positively, no way.
Yeah, because at that point, one, the food's probably not hot enough to be above the temperature danger zone, so then it's probably going to get someone sick.
Yeah,
like,
that's all I'm worried about.
Literally.
So when I do events like that, and I'm letting them use like my like sternos and racks and pans and stuff, if one, I'll either stay there to make sure the food is straight, and I take everything back with me, or if I say, hey, you guys can use it, hey, save the rack, save this, you can throw these away, save this. Even if they don't clean my utensils and stuff, that's fine. As long as they save it and I get that stuff back,
literally,
that's perfectly fine. But no, I let them know up front. Mm-hmm. Even if I put it in, if I ask them, because I'll put it now like on the invoice, like,
yes.
If you guys need the racks and stuff, okay, I'm putting that on here that you guys need these. Okay, so now you have this. So
you have
if
accountability for them.
Well,
exactly.
Hey, even that, and I just start charging for that because hey, you're using my products and stuff.
Of course, not.
So,
you should.
So it's like, hey, you're gonna use it. Hey, make sure I get this stuff back. And everyone I've let use, I've gotten them back, and most of them clean the utensils.
Of course, yeah.
I don't even expect them to clean the utensils. I just expect them to give it back. All right, cool. I just clean these off. It's not that big of a deal. But
right.
No, I make sure everything is straight. Starters are on. Food is starting to get warm. All right, cool. I'm good. All right, I'm gonna see you guys later. You know, let me know how everything is.
Mm-hmm. Nah. Yeah. The other thing too, nothing had a label. There was absolutely no labels. Like when I went over, I had no clue what I was getting. I mean, obviously I had an idea because I know.
Yeah.
But like there was like crab. I think it was like crab cakes or something. And I was like, yo, like I kind of want to try it, but I'm scared that it has like shrimp or something in it. You know what I mean? Literally, exactly. You never know. But like allergies, yes, and dietary restrictions nowadays, like it's so important. That was literally like the first. I was like. There was so many like just red flags that went off as soon as I like went up to the table.
And
I was like, oh my god.
You're like the culinary sound pothead in the room.
Exactly.
While everyone's just a pothead.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog in the food.
Like, yes, everyone's just like, oh yeah, it's good, but it's
exactly.
Like, oh.
So and that's what my coworkers said to me too. They were like, Kayla, like we're so grateful to like have brought you on the team because you're able to bring like a different aspect, a different point of view than really most of us know or like could even, you know, like just do automatically and know about how to go about it. Mm-hmm. So just having that experience, I mean, when we're putting on events like this, it's like you want to provide a service for your customers, not that it's just fun and, you know, the ambiance is cool and stuff, like dope vibes, but like just making sure that like you were saying safety, not like food safety and, you know, like just being in an environment where you know what's going on, like there's control over things and like everything is understood and well communicated. I feel that's like super, super duper important.
I feel like I do that everywhere I go though too. Like,
right.
Especially after going to school and stuff like that, getting that implemented inside of you. But like anywhere I go, no matter if it's the Popeyes down the street or to some like upscale restaurant, I'm on my toes with everything and everything. I'm looking at stuff. I'm seeing if that's the way it should be prepared. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Because like sometimes we've all worked in restaurants and we know what can happen in the back, and like sometimes people forget, people fuck up. So it's like, hey, you just gotta be on your toes. Then knowing that information and the stuff that we know, it kind of makes me feel bad sometimes because it's like there's a lot of people that don't know what we know, and there's a lot of people that eat out all the time, bro, and probably eat some of their favorite restaurants are like trash, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, it's just learning and gaining that knowledge about what to put in inside of your body and what's the right things to do and all that stuff. It's just a gift.
Literally, right? Yeah.
Even like I gotta start putting like labels on like my food too, and I like bring them to events. But most of the time I'm there, so I'm like, all right, like this is this.
That's totally different though, because you're physically
present.
there, present, and you can talk to your customers.
Even then, I would still want to have labels just so like if I step away, they still see what it is.
Or like, but even like you've also when you've had events go on, like you have a printed menu somewhere on the table, so the information is there. It's not like it's completely missing and like not present. It's there for sure. Yeah, it was just little things like that I noticed, but it was just amazing. And again, being able to create these connections and put my friends on and just like do what I feel like was like meant to happen and finally is kind of falling into place. Like I was just basically like a wrap up of my weekend basically.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of connections, I actually put Drew on too for modeling because Sada, Simply Sarah, who my mentor and like who does the poetry events, she was like, we're gonna do another event with Rhode Island Black storytellers, and she was like in the summer, but they want to have like models and vendors and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool, of course I'll be there. But like, wait, you guys need models? She goes, yes. I said, I have a perfect one for you.
Yes.
Andrew, boom. She was like, all right. She's like, I'll let you know, like probably like in the next like month or two, whatever, when we start going on these. I was like, word. Let me know so I can get him in it so we can walk in whatever designs they gotta get. He's one for it, so.
On it.
Got you, man.
I love it.
Look at
I
this.
appreciate you.
I got you as long as you got me.
I still ain't forget about y'all talking shit about me.
All love.
Alright,
you know
y'all ain't
that.
shit. Anyway.
Anyway.
Nah, you know where else my alarm like that goes off at a lot? When we were going to school, and I would come back home a lot and like link up with the family and stuff, they would always hit buffets, bro. Always hit buffets.
Yeah.
And like us going to school at that time and like me knowing like, yo, that shit shouldn't be sweating like that. You know what I mean? Like, and that shit shouldn't be like looking like that.
That shit almost makes you paranoid a
Bro,
little
literally,
like,
and I'm sitting there,
it,
everybody else
honestly.
is coming back with like a full plate, and I'm
Yes.
sitting there with rice and like some veggies, bro. Like, and they're like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all don't even know what y'all grabbing,
Drew
bro.
over here pulling a Kanye while everyone trying to get the buffet.
Oh my god. No, but it really is like a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Cause like I love that I have as much knowledge and can apply it and teach it, but at the same time I hate how fucking critical I am anytime I go out to eat or like if I'm going to eat at somebody's house or anything, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. If there's food involved, just know
I'm checking.
I'm
quality,
judging the fuck out of that shit. Hell yeah.
I'm checking
It's hard.
appearance.
It's hard to do. It literally,
Right.
it really is hard to do.
It is.
I'm checking a lot.
All of it.
It has to pass. If it don't pass, it's not making it into my stomach,
It's
bro.
in the trash.
That, I like that.
Oh man, that was good. That was good. Alright, y'all. So Tariq, what's the word for today?
The word of the day today is render. Basically, this means melting your fat on with diced meats, or why are you staring at me like that?
Nah, I'm just looking at you, bro. I'm enjoying myself on the podcast today.
I love it. Yeah, it's just it's basically sauteing your like bacon or pancetta or like we said guanciale, just something pork related that has some fat onto it, rendering it off so it just gives that crispiness to it. Like I said, pork is majority what gets rendered. Bacon is a big thing. You would normally use it for like garnishes and like soups. You put it in like salads, like Cobb salads is big with bacon. Eggs, you would mix it with like deviled eggs, like you could put it on those as well. I know.
I love it. So good.
Ew.
Legs. These two are so judgmental towards me, guys. Oh my god! Like last week they were judging me over the Oreos.
That's just the Oreos.
This week they're judging me over deviled eggs. This is
Ew.
unfair. Like
No,
I
but, like-
petition,
Alright.
they stop
Let's.
this judgment on my
I know I
food
went on a rant
preferences.
before about deviled eggs.
Yeah,
But,
he
like,
said he's always said he doesn't like deviled
What's
eggs.
Nah.
So
No.
what's the big hullabaloo about it? Like, tell me, please.
It's just
What?
the flavor. It's like it's like a seasoned egg, and it tastes good. And like the yolk is hella creamy and like.
When it's done right, yes, I'll eat it. I'll eat a double egg. It's
What's
nothing
good with
fun.
you?
Now it has mayo in it, so again,
The
I always
preparation
like
behind that is
mayo.
so ridiculous too.
It is. It's a lot of work. Like you gotta boil your egg. You gotta
You
crack
gotta
it, cool
you
it.
gotta scoop all the
You gotta
yolks
make-
out, put it in a big bowl, season it, paprika. That's
add
nasty.
some mayo or some mustard or something like that.
Nasty.
And then literally put it in a piping bag, pipe it right back
Nasty.
into the shit.
Into the
egg.
halves.
And you better hope that
Halves.
you didn't break the halves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nasty.
I mean, if you're doing everything right, it's not that hard, and it
It's
comes
nasty.
out very
But
good.
again,
all that
people-
work for nastiness.
But again,
that's what it
people
is.
still make it wrong. So.
Is it like a texture thing for you? Does that have a huge part
It's
in
like
it?
that. Yes.
It's a bad
big,
memory.
It's
Alright,
a very
so
big texture thing
I
too.
wonder if, alright, not too long ago, I mean, I think I mentioned this when we had that talk about double eggs before. Remember the ones where they deep fried, like they coated, it was like panko crusted, like the whites were like crusted in panko and like they fried them. So they were like crispy. And then like it had the yolk in the center. Like that crispiness, that like with everything together, I feel like that should be bomb.
Yeah. I feel like it would still be nasty.
I don't know.
Deviled egg, no. Deep fry it, saute it, fucking throw that shit in the oven, throw it in the trash. That's where it needs to go, bro.
Just in my stomach, it's fine.
Nah,
I'll eat it.
I'll bug him out. The sex.
But yeah, no, it's just
It's
it's
like,
okay.
yeah.
No, but yeah, so you can use it for soup, salads, you know, like eggs, like deviled eggs. Or you can put in like fillings, like when I do the jalapeno poppers, I normally do the cream cheese filling.
Okay.
I cook the bacon, I render the bacon, or I'll cook it off, chop it up, and then add it to the mix, basically with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You can render like anchovies, sardines, and stuff like that when you're like melting it down. Isn't that rendering it too?
Technically, but I mean, when you think of rendering, it's really only for like
Fat
Or-
content.
fat, bacon, like pancettas and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's for the fat content and
I mean,
the
those
protein.
are highly fat.
Yeah, or even like
Yeah.
a duck breast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
duck breast
Yeah.
rendering the skin.
The skin,
basically. Which rendering also comes in with like searing and stuff like that. But I was gonna like leave that for another day.
Yeah, those
But-
are separate terms in their own.
But some extra ones, fond, basically the bits from the rendering of the bottom of the pan. What in the world? Fond,
They're
basically.
perfect for each other.
Yeah. Fond. The fond of the bottom of the pan, that's just the bits on the bottom. And that helps actually saute or sweat your vegetables to get all that flavor into your meal. So, just a quick extra one. Fond.
Love that.
Fond.
Fond.
Fond. Bro, we used to go crazy over that in high school.
Yeah.
The fond,
Mhm.
bro.
In the pan.
Mhm.
Bro, we used to like just like cook chicken off on a sheet pan, throw them in the ovens, and after the chickens were done, like we'll put them away. But bro, we used to just eat like the skins and stuff like from the pans. I don't know why we used to do that.
Cause y'all are fucking fat asses.
Bro, in high school. We used
In
to
high
do
school,
it.
you're like, oh my god, you taste all this flavor.
Bro, we was like, oh,
it's
God,
crack.
this is great, yo. And we know like Kevin and stuff. Kevin was our biggest
Oh my
influencer too on
God.
our side. So like, yo, we used to do whatever.
Literally.
Y'all was eating the burnt scraps.
Yeah,
In the
of
bottom of
the
the pan.
of the chicken.
Mhm. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry, this tasted
Chicken.
good.
If my chef caught us doing that shit, he would fucking beat us. As soon as that chicken went in the oven, bro, that man threw that shit in the dish pit, bro. Or started throwing the, if it was in the big kettle,
Mm-hmm.
sprayed that shit.
Oh no, that we didn't do that. It was just the sheet pans from the ovens that we used to do that with the chicken. With the chicken, we weren't doing that like we weren't doing OD stuff. It was just with the chicken. That was it. But yeah, that's the word of the day,
With
guys.
the chicken.
Yeah.
I'm done. I love that. Okay, render. Cool. Yeah, I like how you mentioned all the like, oh my god, you said salad, you said the Cobb salad.
Mhm.
I used to do like a wedge salad with bacon lardons.
Yep.
Just render
Blue
them.
cheese.
So, okay.
Lardon and
Some
some
blue
yes.
cheese.
Yeah, with the
crumbles.
blue cheese
Yes.
crumbles and yeah, all of it, cherry tomatoes and the
Cheese.
wedge and yeah. But
Fire.
okay, so quick question on that.
Yes.
So I know like most techniques that I've heard of with rendering is like you always start with a cold pan. Should you start with a cold pan?
Yes, you can. You can. That's where it's like, cause at that point it's kind of sticks to the pan, and that's where like it really starts to like crisp up for the most part. I mean, I kind of always let my pan warm up a little. I don't know. I don't really ever start with copain, honestly.
Okay,
I
what
always
about
like.
you, Drew? What's your opinion on that?
I believe that is the correct way to render.
Yeah.
Is to start off with a cold
cold
pan.
pan, correct.
Yeah. I mean, I always started off like.
With a
Just let it
like
let
a
it
room
warm
temp.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let it warm up.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like it's on top of the grill. You're not having the open flame on it.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
But,
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. No, I was gonna say like bacons and stuff. You also don't need to add oil to the pan because it has the fat is gonna create its own oil to it as well.
Right.
So.
And also, you don't want it at a certain temperature because it'll start smoking.
Start
Yeah.
smoking and start burning
Smoke
and stuff.
point will get reached much quicker on it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that.
Yeah, get it too hot and then just fucking burn
Yeah.
everything.
And then you mentioned lardons. That was another one. Lardons is basically just the small bits that you're rendering of like the bacon and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
lardons.
Like little
I
bacon
thought it was
bits.
the little.
It's the
cut.
Bacon, yeah, it's the bacon bits, like the cut, and then you.
when you cut your
render
bacon or
the
your
fat
pancetta
and
and you
then-
render it, you create the lardons.
Mm.
Why are you looking at me like that's not what it is?
No, that's what it is. That's
So why are you looking at me like that?
Yo, why whenever I look at this kid, it's a problem.
Yo, because you
It's
just
always a problem.
because you say I just smile at you, but you do literally
Bro,
this.
sometimes, like I'm saying, for real, when I'm having a serious heart-to-heart with Tariq, bro, I will be talking to him and literally make eye contact, and this kid will start smiling out of nowhere like I just said something funny. And I'll be like, yo, what's so funny? And he's just like, yo, you just keep looking at me, bro. Like, what?
I don't know.
I'm talking
I don't
to
know.
you. But yeah, rendering.
So that's render.
Yes.
Word. Okay. What about the word on the
Rendered out.
street?
Yo, people is shooting, bro. It's
Yo.
wild.
Can we get a little? Can we get a little?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
get
yeah,
some Lil
wait,
John
sorry.
going. You haven't touched this all day. You're bugged
Turn the
out.
sound up.
Like, you guys are on my ass. Jesus.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Little John. Anyway, yeah, people are shooting, yo. People are wilding out. It's 2023 already. It's the 25th day inside, and you guys are just wild. Like, come on, we couldn't even go a month
Dead ass.
without y'all wilding out. But anyway, in Monterey Park, California, this past Lunar New Year celebration in San Francisco, there was a shooting that injured 10 people, and I did some research actually behind this a couple days ago because I'm always looking into the crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, the guy followed his wife to a spin class that she was going to, and he was jealous of her and was following her and was looking for her, couldn't find her, so
Oh
he
my
just
God.
shot up the class.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
On some jealous husband stuff. It was crazy, but like I was like, whoa, people are wild, and it just goes to show like egos are fragile.
Right.
No one died.
Nah, some people did pass away, but I mean 10 people.
That's
Passed or were injured.
10 people.
Damn.
injured or passed away.
10 people, bro.
Either way, it's not good.
Yeah. Either way.
Exactly.
That's just crazy. Literally, like.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So that was the word on the street.
Why is like word on the street always so like?
Nah, it's not always. It was like the World Cup like 2 shows ago.
Mm-hmm.
The last show it was what?
The last show was MLK statue.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But that wasn't positive. That was just like criticizing the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, word on the street is supposed to be like gossip and like.
Yeah, but we're supposed to like
And
like
everybody-
fun and uplifting.
But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, this is what's going on in the world. It's sad, but like this is
Everybody has to
Yeah.
know.
I mean, these are things that you gotta spread.
Right.
Stop the violence, guys.
Literally.
literally.
For real.
Yeah.
Also, happy Chinese New Year's as well.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Lunar New Year. It's the year of the rabbit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. My friend actually sent me.
So you
That's
said
the whole
happy
thing.
Lunar New Year, but you didn't know what year it was.
Because because I just always know, like, all right, Chinese New Year's is after our regular New Year's.
Just like around the holidays when we were like, hey, happy holidays, and you said, yeah, Merry Christmas. We're like, bro, Hanukkah and all that.
What?
You didn't say nothing.
Okay, I said Merry Christmas, and he was like, Happy Holidays, and I was like,
Yeah,
Happy
it was-
Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, like,
No.
we said holidays, like, you brought it all together, that's all you did.
That's what you're supposed to do. Everybody's inclusive.
Did I not say all of them?
Nah, you was singling out everybody. Each and every one. That's like pointing a finger. You can't do that, bro.
No finger pointing.
Exactly.
Oh, it's fair.
Caleb's been on my side today. Yo, we are really working on teamwork right now. I'm liking this.
And last week
We're there, yeah.
Last week was Attack Kayla Day, now it's Attack Tariq Day, right?
No,
Alright.
wait.
Everybody gets their turn.
Don't forget, I was talking hella shit about sex in the driveway at the beginning of the show. I did not forget that shit. Fuck that.
Because you
Anyway.
He said, actually, never mind.
Deadass. I was like, yeah, take that shit back. Give me that shit
No.
back. But yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, nah, the next word on the street won't be so morbid. I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks, Drew. Yeah, a little something more uplifting. Or
Uplifting.
even like maybe if you were to, you wanted to
Guys,
say this,
okay,
but bring someone else in.
here's something cool. Facebook and Twitter have granted Donald Trump back access to
That's
his
not
accounts.
cool.
So like
That's not
we'll get to
cool.
see some
That's not cool.
we'll get to see some entertaining stuff on
wanna see
social
that.
media pretty soon.
I don't
That's
wanna see that.
uplifting.
That's not uplifting. That's for
He's
my
not
version.
in office, he's not calling the shots, he's just tweeting crazy from his wherever he
I
is.
don't want to see that man tweet anything.
Bro, he tweets some funny stuff.
Some crazy shit.
I don't know, I don't pay
We're
attention.
not
I
political
just
on
see-
this podcast, but come on,
I
when he
just
was
see-
presidency, bro, like that shit was hilarious.
Off
It
the
not- it
walls.
sure was not.
We had some crazy interviews, like
I'm
some
like,
funny
yo.
reels, bro. He could put together a fire blooper reel. Fire.
I don't want to see that.
Yo, like he's different, bro.
So different.
He's different. Anyway, yeah, word on the street. Yeah, Lil Jon. Thanks,
sounds
Lil
not
Jon.
right.
I caught him
That's
on
the
the
wrong one.
That no.
That's
Green is
the
Lil
that's
Jon.
Lil Jon.
No, that's the wrong one.
We caught him on the ending.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There you go. There you go.
Oh,
See,
LOL.
and you're roadcaster commander. You ain't shit.
You over here touching the roadcaster when you ain't supposed to be touching the roadcaster.
That's true, but you haven't touched it all day.
I
Someone has
have.
to touch it.
You don't think I was playing with the buttons and stuff?
When?
Since the show started.
The only time Kayla was gonna touch them buttons was when it was time for her to hit the sparkle.
Which is
Let's
now.
not- She said now.
Oh my lord.
Yo.
If anyone
We already
out there
know,
is
bro.
an engineer, please message us on
Please
Instagram,
let us
TikTok.
know. Get this thing away from us. We don't know what we're doing.
Y'all can control this. Y'all
It's
can
a
Dead ass.
it's non-paid.
yeah,
It's an internship. It's a
yeah,
non-paid
it's
internship.
It's an internship. Unlike what we had was an externship. Y'all get an internship, but it's just
Right.
it's just lifetime. So
Right,
Yeah,
but
you gotta be
you get to
cool with
hang out
it.
with us, and maybe you
And you
can
gotta
eat
be-
some
you
food
gotta
because
be
we've been
cool.
doing dinner.
you get a
You
drink.
gotta be cool.
You get a drink too.
You gotta be cool with
Do
it.
have to be cool with Titty. Here's a studio cut. Don't be like Tariq, guys.
Like Tariq's on his last
Don't,
legs.
right? Don't be like
Excuse
Tariq.
Like it's
I'll take the ball and go home. Like what the?
what ball? Baseball?
No, never mind. Kayla got it. Never mind. Never mind. Kayla, your topic.
So, guys, my topic for today is on tarot cards.
Don't pull out.
Oh, I have them with me.
You would. What did you call yourself? A witch, right?
I am a witch.
Bruja.
Yeah, I'm a
The-
bruja.
the
So
scarlet-
what?
You drew that on the thing though?
Yeah,
That's fire.
that's my handwriting.
Titty down.
Hi, Titty baby. Wait, where
So
are my cards? Oh, they're right
That-
here.
that
These
is
are the
top.
ones that I use to study. I have multiple decks.
So these are the okay. Let me get this before you go into your tarot card
Yes.
examination.
Yep.
These are the things that the crazy fortune tellers be putting out in front of you, and they have like death on it and like
There is a death card, correct?
Oh no.
all that, right?
Yes.
And they tell you like you gotta pick one,
The
and
devil.
that's the
Death.
whoa. Those are some scary pictures.
Okay, but this card is not even even that bad because
Bro,
death
it looks like-
really.
Death really doesn't mean that.
That looks like the-
This really is a symbolism of endings and letting go, transformation, rebirth, moving on, and transition. So it's symbolizing something that you're letting go, you're moving on from, and you're growing from. If it comes up reverse, then it's like that. It's basically like the reverse meaning of that, where it's like you're resisting change, you have fear, you know, like you're clinging on to the past and you're not able to let go of certain things to be able to move forward and grow from that.
So everybody gets a death card, pretty much.
I mean, it just depends on what you're asking the universe, like what is going on in your life. It's okay. So I feel like maybe that question will be answered like with the information that I'm gonna share with you guys today.
Are you gonna teach us how to play?
Oh my god! Tariq said no. I don't want this.
Next year we'll bring out a Ouija board.
See,
Oh hell no! Yeah, that's the thing I will not fuck with. I don't fuck with that. That's just, I don't know. It has just such negative connotation behind it that I'm all set. I don't. Yeah. Anything like that that's kind of out of my control, I won't do. I don't do that shit.
yeah,
I don't play that.
we all set on that one.
Yeah, I don't play that here.
Ouija boards don't always conjure bad spirits, guys.
Yeah,
You can
I
get
don't
cool-
play that here.
We can get like someone like Casper,
Someone like
Mad friendly.
Casper. Casper
Mad
the
friendly,
friendly
no.
ghost.
chilling.
No,
Imagine.
I
I
think.
love your podcast, guys.
Oh lord.
That should be fire.
You'll see him in the video, like fucking with our shit,
Nah,
eating
he
your
just-
gummies,
He
and then
just
drinking
fucking
my
write that
drink.
shit in the
And
mirror.
oh yeah,
No, he got-
put a whiteboard right
Sex
here.
in the driveway was a great drink.
He's gonna finish Andrew's drinks because he don't ever finish them.
Right though, we definitely need somebody to finish
Bro,
Andrew's drinks.
y'all are
'cause-
just alcoholics, bro.
Bro, yo, and the funny part is like he be trying so hard. Like he takes like a good 2-3 like good sips before the show to kind of get it started, and then like once we start the show, it's like he forgets.
Pausing.
It's like he forgets about the drink, so he don't drink it no more. He just bitches out. Mhm.
Whoa.
Mhm.
What we don't use on the Mixing Pot podcast is the B word. Okay? Alright.
I thought you were gonna say derogatory terms, but
Oh, no.
just
It's
the B
B
word.
Well, y'all do that all day, so.
Yeah, literally.
Off camera, that's behind the scenes. MPP, uncut.
Mm.
That's for those.
We should make an OnlyFans
I was
like
about to say,
that.
I was about to say that.
MPP, uncut.
Yeah. It's just like all of our behind the scenes exclusive content.
And some feet pics.
Exclusive content. I'll do some feed pics for sure. Anybody that wants to buy my feed pics, let me know.
With food.
What food?
Accompanied with food.
Okay, how? Like,
Yeah, like-
what food?
like-
Like, I don't.
Like
You,
you stepping in a pie or some shit. I
no,
don't know.
you have
That's
to.
not that bad.
You put
That's
devil,
cool,
you put
right?
deviled eggs next to your feet. And you,
Oh God, alright, Terry,
I
that's
will
doing
throw
the most.
fuck up. I will throw the fuck up. Bro, don't say that
You
shit.
said put deviled eggs next to your feet and eat them.
let's get to your tarot cards,
My
man.
mouth watering and shit.
Oh God!
What if I just yacked everything?
Oh
They would
no.
have caught that on camera. You would have definitely put that on IG.
I probably would have did it, but then when you did it, after you
You
throw
would've
up the
That's good. I like that. Okay, so getting into my topic for today. So the information that I'm giving you guys, I mean, like, you know, I'm reading from this book called Tarot. It says connect with yourself, develop your intuition, and live mindfully by Tina Gong. I really liked kind of how she expressed what tarot was and, you know, went in depth about it. But of course, I mean, I've had lots of years of reading and just studying and learning about this from, you know, different aspects of it. So, you know, just overall, what is tarot? So tarot is basically a pack of playing cards. And it's used from, it has been used from at least the mid-15th century in various parts of Europe. So that's basically where it kind of originated from. Now, it was used as a game, but the first versions of it only, like, basically only included the 4 suits which now, in a deck of tarot cards are considered the minor arcana. They did not have the major arcana, which were considered the trump cards. Those were added in around like 1440s. And we basically see the first mention of tarot as tarocchi or tarocchi, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's the Italian word for tarot. Tarocchi, I believe it is, right?
Tarocchi, yeah.
See. Alright, so in the 1500s, I said C, LOL.
No, I took Italian.
Italian, right. So in the 1500s, okay, so basically, like, it was a card game that was used, like, your goal was to get as many points possible, right? So just like any other deck of cards. Then in the late 1700s, occultists began to use the tarot for divination. So basically the cards, like, became regarded as, like, a fortune-telling device. There's a lot of esoteric concepts like the tree of life, like the tarot, like alchemy, that really are just like representations of spiritual development. So like I view this, which she said perfectly, as a handbook, if you know how to read it, right? So it's basically like a guide. Tarot is not going to give you yes or no answers. It's not going to give you like specific directions in regards to what you need to do here and in the now or to figure out your situation, whatever. No. It's mostly like a guide in regards to being able to recognize yourself, your spirit internally, and understand kind of like your emotions and how that works in combination with the world around you and like what you're going through, right? So, it's basically used, so here basically is like she starts this like page off, it's like tarot and mindfulness is what she labeled it as. And then she goes into a couple of different segments in that, and one of them is tarot as a psychological tool. So she basically says the power of tarot cards is not inherent. They are, after all, a series of images that are printed on paper. Their power really just comes from within us as readers and how we relate to these images, basically just how we're interpreting, narrating, and developing the stories that we tell within them. So it's basically like the magic is within you, and the cards are just a way for you to be able to connect with that magic and understand it and be able to put it into words, basically. Yes. Oh, actually. It's in all of us. They're basically like used as a tool to affirm our sense of autonomy and our independence and our hope and, who we are and what our life message is supposed to be and just who we are in general, like here on earth and what we represent. So the first chapter in this basically is about, or the second chapter I think, reading the tarot. So reading the tarot involves a combination of using your conscious desire to search for truth, meaning, and purpose alongside your ability to listen to and interpret the voice of your unconscious, which finds itself mirrored in the images of the cards. And each one of these cards is very specific to emotions, to elements, to even planets and numbers. And all of those are natural cycles of life. And when you're able to put all of that together and understand how every single part of it works in combination with each other, you're basically able to use these cards to just like help you just figure out your next steps in your life and the things that you should be aware of or the things that you need to work on or, all of it, etc. So, the tarot is comprised of 78 cards. So 22 of these cards are the major arcana, and 56 of these cards are the minor arcana. And then again, like I said, understanding the deck is basically the key to being able to find order and clarity in messages within the cards. So today I'm basically just going to go into the major arcana. I'll leave the minor arcana for next week, so we'll do that as a part 2. But okay, so to start off, the major arcana. So that's the first 22 cards in the tarot deck. These cards represent larger life lessons that come together to form something called the Fool's Journey. So I like to compare these cards a lot to like a regular deck of playing cards, right? Where you've got ace, spades, clubs, and diamonds, and then you've got all your numbers, you've got your court cards as well.
Hearts.
Yup, so you've got like or your suits, yep, so you've got the heart, or that's what
Hearts, spades, no, I'm done.
yeah, diamonds and clubs.
Clubs,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are your suits. Yeah, in a regular deck of playing cards, and then you've got like your you've got what, the jack, the knight, the king, and the queen and the king.
Jack, queen, king, ace, joker.
Okay, ace, joker. Yep, exactly. So I kind of like to think of Joker as like what the fool is represented as in here. So basically, the fool's journey just describes the path of the soul, from innocence to individualization. It represents the universal search for personal growth and meaning. Every one of us has the fool's journey within us, which is why we can all, if we're all able to be in tune with each other, like with ourselves enough, we're able to use this tool as a representation of that within us, right? And so to get into the major arcana, this part of the deck is basically split into 3 parts. So the first seven cards, which are the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Chariot, they all represent our conscience, right? So it's like our body, our like social interactions, those things those external forces, our outer concerns, our youth, and our personal, like our person basically. So this is basically like a stage where it looks at the material concerns that affect our worldly lives. Imagine it being like a child born into the world, discovering their will, meeting their parents, etc. So it basically can describe the process of growing into adulthood. That is the majority of that's basically like what these first 7 cards represent. So our conscience. Now the next 7 cards represent the unconscious. These cards include Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hangman, Death, and Temperance. These cards basically rule the mind, our morals, ourselves internally, our search inward, adulthood, and the collective. Here the focus is on one's inner world and the search for our identity. And through it, a lot of it is confronting aspects of ourselves and facets that are challenging, and decisions that have to be made to be able to define who we truly are. And then the last third of this section of cards is the superconscious. So it's the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the Worlds. And these last 7 cards mostly rule our emotional beings, the things that are hidden within us, our maturity, just the divine, universal energies, and spiritual awareness. It deals with the fool's experience and being able to develop this awareness, and then later being able to connect it with the rest of the universe. So that's basically what the major arcana cards represent. So again, think of it as like these 3 major aspects in our life, where we're born, we're learning ourselves, we get to a point where we know ourselves and we're able to, kind of just be more in tune with us, and then going on to moving into becoming more wise as individuals and growing, and then obviously moving on past our death to what could be like a part of the universe. And I like to also relate these cards to most of the like huge events that are going on in our life. Yeah, you can see those. So yeah, these cards like mostly represent very huge life aspects within us. So that's basically the first part of the deck. Do you guys have any questions? I kind of want to like keep going a little bit, but
Stop.
I feel like it's a lot of information. How you guys feeling? So that's the pool card.
It's
Drew's
kinda-
looking into my cards
It's
right
kind
now.
of funny because it's like when you hear about tarot cards or watch like people do tarot cards on like TV shows and like movies and stuff. It's
Oh,
supposed to, it's like Drew said earlier. When Drew said earlier, like, oh, the death card, it's like that's always something like negative and something like means like you're gonna die or someone's gonna die and stuff like that. So like when you're actually reading it, saying like, no, like this could be something that you're holding on to that you need to kind of like let go or like let die, basically, you know.
So you can give me a tarot card reading?
I mean, if you really want me to, like I said before, I've never done one before. I only do it for myself, but I could help you interpret the cards if you have a specific question that you want to ask the tarot. For sure.
You pull out some crazy cards and that. Yeah, let's do it.
We would do this
Oh,
off
boy.
camera. Let's do this off camera after the show.
Off. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot. It could be a lot. And like, just because I really, I'm like a firm believer that like you really need to be able to like put your energy into this to get like what you want out of it. You know what I mean? So like I would even like go as far as asking if you could give me like a piece or like if you could lay an incense so that I could cleanse the cards on first. And then like I'd just give them to you, have you kind of contemplate like a question or whatever, and then I would really just have you do it. And the way that I pull my cards is like I usually always just kind of like meditate with them. I do like a little, like I just kind of get into, you know, like a Zen space within myself. And then any specific question that I have, I ask the tarot, and I basically just shuffle the cards like this.
I was gonna ask you to shuffle them.
I shuffle them like this until a card or multiple cards pop out while I'm like meditating on that question, and I continuously kind of have it repeating in my mind. And then all of the cards that fall out, I then interpret into what the answer is to that specific question based on what the universe has given to me. There's a lot of people, and I've gone to people that practice like this where, you know, they have you like shuffle the cards a little bit and then they take them back, they split it into like 3 parts.
Yeah.
They have you pick one card from the top, or like they just spread them out. They have you pick random, what it's really like everybody kind of finds their niche in it and what they feel most comfortable, and how they can kind of transcribe their energy into helping you get the answers that you need, if that makes any sense. But that's how I do it, like in the way I just described for myself. So that basically would be like how I would go about it. And then I'd help you just read the cards, we'd read them together, basically. So after the show, if that's really what you want.
You a brave soul, Drew.
You gonna do it too.
No,
If
I
I'm
won't.
doing that shit,
No, I won't.
I'm gonna chop, man.
Not today.
You doing it?
What if he said she'll do it?
Mm-hmm.
Sure you doing it. So,
Yeah.
Haven't done it in a minute though.
but Three's company, so.
Nope.
But it's a company,
No, like
it's
you-
a party.
It's a party.
It's a party. You don't want to know about yourself, Tariq?
No.
What's wrong with you, bro? Like,
You don't want to,
you don't
like,
want to see the fate.
it's so
history.
crazy because like the last couple days, like I've been asking the universe like some very like deep questions, and like this shit's giving me some like crazy answers. Where like the other day, bro, for the first time ever, I had 2 cards pop out on me horizontally. I was like, what does that mean? Because I only ever knew how to read cards either like upright or reversed.
Yeah.
I never had cards pop out on me like horizontally. And I did a little bit of research, you know, different people say different things, but the thing that kind of resonated the most with me was I read this one post where they were like, basically the universe is trying to tell you that you need to look at it, like you need to look at the cards as like, you need to look at both aspects of the card, of whatever it may be. So like look at the situation if the card was upright or reversed, and both of those meanings kind of like
Reflect
make their
what's
way
going on.
reflect the answer to your question, basically. Yeah.
That's crazy because you pulled that card.
What's crazy about that?
What did you say?
It's crazy that I pulled this card. It was just an example. I like this card a lot, the Empress.
I don't know. I think you just did a little tear at yourself.
I mean, maybe. I mean, alright, let's see. So, well, what are we talking about right now? We're basically, like, I'm just, like, explaining to you guys what this is and, you know, kind of how you can go about reading it. So, the two cards I pulled up were King of Cups and then the Empress. So, King of Cups upright, it basically stands for intense love, psychic energy, balance, intuition, being a supportive leader, tolerance, empathy. The reversed definition is, was it the King of Cups? Let me see, not me, and then Queen and King. So, the reversal is turbulent, repressed, wounded, bitter, uncaring, rage is the reverse
so you
of
got
that.
the reverse. How do you know if you get the reverse?
Okay, so when I go to pull, like when I'm just shuffling, like cards will just fall out at me, and that's how, like, that's my sign that that's what the universe wants to tell me. I don't want to force the deck to. I don't want to pick cards myself because I feel like that brings even more bias to it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
so like when I'm shuffling, just now though, I literally just picked the two that were from the top.
No, I know, I feel you, but like,
How
there's
can you
a
tell which
reverse
one?
side,
So basically,
and there's a normal side.
Yeah, so if
how
the
do you
card
know?
pulls up like this, if I get two cards that fall out on my deck right now, like fall out of my lap, and one showed up like this and one showed up like this is upright.
yeah.
This is reversed. The card is upside down. That is how I know to tell the difference whether it's a reverse card or an upright
So
card.
if they sitting like this,
That they're horizontally, and that was the new thing that I just read about. Learn taking the interpretation of the cards as being both, like looking at both the upright definition and the reverse definition to be able to come up with a conclusion or an answer to my question.
what's the reverse of the Empress?
The reverse of the Empress, I'm gonna tell you right now. See, and this is why, like, I still don't know it. I really don't know it. Okay, the reverse Empress stands for stagnation, scarcity, neglect, smothering, and codependence. So if, technically speaking, like if I was to continue this reading that I was doing just now, like you said, I mean, I shuffled the cards a little bit and I picked off the top these two random cards, and there wasn't a specific question, but I guess kind of what I was relating the answer to these cards to be was like just an overview of what's going on right now. So me teaching you guys about tarot and sharing like spirituality with y'all.
So say like the question, take it like our weekends basically, you know? What's our weekend about? Okay, Drew, you said like, you know, I just chill at home, you know, just relax. What's something
I mean,
that...
I wouldn't necessarily relate it to
what
that because
the-
that's
What
way
about, but so you said the Empress, like, one of the reverse...
Okay, so hold on.
But okay, well, good. First of all, you didn't say you wanted to do it. I'm just giving an example.
You're not even drawing
Nothing
cards. and
getting
I'm
fired up
talking
on
about
this
that.
subject,
See, this is why I don't
guys.
want to do no tarot. I
See,
ain't want to do no
no.
game. Shut up. But basically, like, it could be something like that. Like, alright, like, you're... With the horizontals, you're kind of, like, drawing from both sides. Like, okay,
Exactly,
what's
yeah.
happening? Like, she's, like, one of the reverses on the Empress was, like, stagnant. Okay, like, in that moment, okay, you're being stagnant because you're relaxing, but
No,
is there something that you can do to better yourself?
So what I was going to continue with this is just let's say that these two cards that I pulled off the top of the deck represent what I've been talking about just now, and just me, like my energy, like the energy that I bring to the podcast, me teaching you guys about spirituality and talking about this subject right here, like right then and there. So if we take the Empress card at first, right, like I said before, the upright is basically about creativity, abundance, like fertility, nature, feminine energy, nurturing. I'm bringing all of those things to the podcast, right? Would you guys agree? Okay. Now the reversal of this sign of this card is what signifies stagnation, scarcity, neglect, smothering. I mean, I gotta say, a lot of this, the only reason why I'm doing this is because, again, going back to accountability, we're doing this for the podcast. Like, you know, obviously trying to make something out of this. And a lot of times I do lack with that in being able to come up with what I'm going to talk about. Mm-hmm. So that's representative of that, right? Then if we go into the King of Cups, where, you know, the upright, basically, where you at? Where you at, King? Where you at? Where the King represents wise, compassion, diplomatic, sincere, open, tolerant, meditative, calm. I'm bringing all of those things as well. And that when I'm researching a topic that I want to talk about or thinking about or whatever, I'm bringing that towards it. But then the reversal of that signifies turbulence, repression, like wounded, bitter, rage. Maybe I'm trying to take some of these emotions and reverse that energy into being able to do this because it's making me feel better. Right?
Don't try to remix some shit.
Yo, this guy.
I'm trying to give you guys like a view of what this entails.
Nah, that's crazy though.
Right? Because I mean, I took this deck out, I'm touching it, like, I mean, you touched it a little bit or whatever, but I mean, mostly it's just, we're here, the podcast, like, I'm just putting my energy on it, and I just so happen to pull those two cards off the top, you know? So it's like, if we were to do an example like that, I feel like that's basically kind of what that would represent and how we could go about that.
Terry goes first after the show.
I'm not doing it.
Terry goes first after the show. I know you want to go so bad. I know you want to do it so bad. But isn't it crazy that, like, this shit, they used to actually use this to play. Like, this was a playing game. Like, I mean, we could even still probably use it as a playing game. If we gave the major arcana, like, numbers, and we gave the game rules, we could use these cards just, like, as a number game or as a symbol game. Or whatever, you know.
Playing spades with tarot cards?
Based off of the images that are on the cards, because again, that's simply what it is. They're just images printed on cards and numbers. That potentially could have more meaning.
You said what?
Have fun.
He said have fun with that.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So that's basically my first part to today's today's discussion is tarot introduction and getting into it. There's so much behind it, guys. Like, so fucking much. It's just like, next week, we'll go into the minor arcana a little bit and how that connects to numerology, the elements in regards to the suits, kind of in combination with that, the core cards, and how they represent, like, different stages in our lives. Like, what reversals mean, you know. I mean, I'm not sure that gotta add a little bit more to what I want to talk about next week, but yeah, that is the first part of
Sparkle Girl.
Today's episode.
Girl.
Yes, yay! But yeah, so that's tarot cards for today. Tariq.
Yeah. So
what you got for topic of the day?
Our topic today is this eggs crisis, the egg shortage that is going on in the world. This is it's crazy. We've talked we've talked about it like a little bit how like
Jude just already doesn't like deviled eggs, so it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
we're
fine.
look at that. We talking about eggs already.
It's fine with not having eggs.
Yeah.
I love eggs.
I love eggs, just not deviled. Anyway, proceed.
So basically, there is an outbreak on eggs, and it's called the avian virus.
Bird flu.
Yes, it's the bird. It is the bird. It is the bird flu. This is
the corner of my eye. Like what I did earlier to you with the shrimp.
Yo, that had me dead.
So this isn't the first time it's happened in America or to birds basically. The first time it was around like 1996. It was mutated into a highly pathogenic, basically just killing a bunch of like birds and strains like into like ducks and stuff.
Wait, it was killing?
It was like just affecting a lot of like
into ducks.
It was like affecting it was affecting
That's
like
what
the
I
birds.
heard.
It was like affecting like a lot of like different like birds basically.
Poultry?
Like chicken, ducks and stuff like that. Which affects like how we get eggs because Eggs, of course, come from ducks.
Right.
Eggs come from
duck?
chick.
Shit, I said that wrong. I sure did say that
And
wrong.
I said right.
And she sure did. She sure did. She sure
And
did.
this is why you shouldn't finish your drink, kids.
Leave me alone.
But there was another site that basically had like an average on like a dozen of eggs, so like when people purchase them from December, and it goes from like yellow to like brown, for, like United States.
Why are we brown?
We are Massachusetts, so it's saying like what the prices went up to. So like
$5.
Yellow-
Understand?
yellow is like the lowest, where brown is like the darkest. So like New Hampshire $4.91.
How much is eggs in Alabama?
Alabama is $6.12.
Sheesh.
That's getting up there. Hawaii is $9.73 for eggs.
Oh my
Everything's
God.
Just for-
imported there.
Right.
just for a
everything's
dozen.
imported.
A
Everything's
gallon of
imported.
milk, when it wasn't in crazy right now, it was like $7.
Yeah, California eggs are $6.05. What is Rhode Island eggs? $5. Yeah, $5.
$10 for some eggs in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Yo, that's so crazy though, because so
Imagine
I
so.
started buying my eggs from
I
a
guess
local
me.
farm called Buffoni's. It's in Johnston.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say maybe like up to like more than a year ago now. I've been buying eggs from them, and obviously, being a small family like raised farm, the prices are a little bit more expensive. So I've been paying like about $4 or $5 for a dozen. But I know that they're local, super fresh. They're not filled with antibiotics, etc. But just to see the prices now, like I went to go buy eggs this morning, and unfortunately they only had the extra large and the jumbo size, where they usually carry. Like I usually either like to get the medium or the large.
Yeah.
But regardless, I got some extra large. They were $6 a dozen. But I would rather spend that money on a local farm than going to the grocery store, spending the same amount of fucking money,
Yeah.
regardless, cause this bird flu, and but like, cause that's what he did.
Julius, I know you don't got no receipts.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
you definitely got
I brought
receipts.
receipts. So basically, in the
Oh,
last
hell no.
in the last week. So again, I used to be able to buy, and it's in the one of the articles said it like you could like last year you can get
Yeah,
eggs for like
Is it
$1 and
receipts?
change basically, and I used to get that from Christchurch. Shut up.
That's 63% worth it.
Didn't you say last week when Kayla wasted her cream? That's just
Bro,
cents
yeah,
coming out of your
because
pocket.
that was a waste. That was a waste.
So-
not
so
one.
you want to
You
talk about
know
Julius?
that's like 1 cent. That's probably less than 1 cent worth of artificial sugar, flavorings, and fucking chemicals.
You tell that to those hard-working Nabisco workers on that hot line making cookies just for you to scrape.
On the hot making cookies.
Just so you can scrape.
Hey yo.
Oh,
Hey,
but yeah, I brought receipts just from the last week that I bought eggs, and I bought eggs 3 separate times that we've needed eggs.
Someone must be collecting coupons.
Honestly, I really need to, because for these prices, this is crazy. So on January 13th at Stop and Shop for a carton of Lando Lakes eggs, I paid $7.79.
That's your problem. You're
That's-
going for Lando Lake
No.
eggs.
Hey, you want to hear something? The Stop and
Lando
Shop,
Lake
the
eggs.
Stop and Shop brand were a lot more.
Say what now?
Oh, you going for Lando?
So
Yeah,
That's your problem.
Yeah.
And I guarantee
Yeah.
you went for the ShopRite eggs, you went for the white ones. You go for the brown ones.
They were
you
all.
know why?
They were. Shut up. Shut up. That's why they make them more expensive, because they know we going for
No
those.
cap.
Oh my god.
January 21st, I bought eggs at Price Straight, and they were where they at? It was $5.49 for a carton of eggs.
What does that chart say?
The average
The
in Rhode
average.
Island,
520,
5.10.
510.
You need to get your money
This
back.
was in no. This is just This was in December
That was-
2022.
That was December last year.
So again, this is
It was
a
a month
month
ago.
late. This is a month later, and the prices continue to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the articles that I've read was also saying that, like, it may be like, it will kind of come down a little bit, like soon, but this won't be the last time it's gonna happen. So these prices are gonna continue to jump, like because of it.
Where's Jocelyn?
This
Right?
crazy-
Yo,
yes.
it's crazy. I automatically thought of Joss. I was like,
Where's
Joss,
Joss?
stop buying
It's
it
actually-
from
I know
you.
she got eggs.
It's actually crazy because she said one of her birds actually died the other day. So
From the
Oh
flu?
no.
I don't know if it had the flu. I think they just like kind of killed it. I don't know what happened honestly. I don't think it was flu though because they
Y'all
had
ate it.
I didn't eat it. I wish.
He said,
I wish. Cause them eggs were fire.
I bet they were.
Yo,
Grown right here in the middle of fucking the
Cumberland.
city. That ass.
in Cumberland, them eggs were fire. Yeah.
I miss when my dad used to have chickens in the backyard. Yo, them eggs used to be fire. I would tell you guys that.
No.
Yeah. In my backyard, behind the garage, my dad basically converted that into a chicken coop.
What?
I think we had like two or three chickens, and we had a rooster too for a good maybe like a year or two almost. And yo, the amount of eggs them motherfucking chickens would lay,
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't keep up eating all these eggs.
It was that many?
Yeah, we would give eggs to my family members all the time. To my friends sometimes whenever they'd come over, they'd be like, oh, like a couple eggs or whatever. Like,
That's tough.
yeah, hell yeah. Fire.
Whenever Jocelyn be like, yo, I got some eggs. You want some eggs? I'm like,
First
yeah,
you get the
bring them
chicken,
over.
then you get the cow. That's
Mhm.
all you need, right?
Right, that ass.
Yeah.
Cow.
It's so important though to be able to know like basic farming and like food because like, yo,
Goes hand in hand.
Literally.
Farm to table, you feel me?
literally, and just like surviving.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like imagine some like The Last of Us shit happen. Like how the fuck we gonna survive? You know what I mean? Like most people ain't gonna know how to fucking make food or like fucking grow food or try and like survive
Bro,
off
that's
of shit.
my
Cause
emails.
what do? They go to fucking all these big ass grocery stores and they just pick shit off the shelves. And all that shit's already pre-made, and so like they don't gotta put any effort into it, so they don't know about how to do it.
You gotta live off MRE meals for the rest of your life.
The fuck is that?
The military ready.
Nah, them packaged ones, nah, they be saying those are fire. Those are,
Bro, them
Not
shits is
good.
fire, bro.
nah, that's not what I heard. They be
You
like,
never tried one?
nah.
You've never tried one.
No.
You gotta try one.
I've never tried
No.
one
They
either.
let us try one
Where?
at high school. Like,
Did you have like a career day or something?
Yeah, you know where the military be doing their presentations and whatnot,
Mhm.
trying to recruit everybody.
No, they didn't do that at our school. They just said like, yeah, let's have a push-up contest. I'll give you a free shirt.
Bro, they
And
let
then,
Deadass.
try
and then
it.
you do like 40 push-ups. Yeah, hey, so you know, this is what we have right now.
Hey, you can do 20? Cool, awesome. Here's a lanyard. Sign your name.
Deadass.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Sign your life away.
I got 20 minutes to devour this nasty ass pizza that I've been
Lunch.
eating
Facts.
for the last 4 days. So
Mhm.
I think I'm just gonna continue to eat my pizza.
Right.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Plus, I also don't want to sell my soul to people who don't care about it. So.
Plus, you guys have been here since Monday, and there's only 3 names on that list. I'm good off that.
Yeah. And then the next day, I bought eggs at Stop and Shop for $4.49 for large eggs. Stop and Shop brand. So they came down, but
Were they brown or white?
I don't know. You used them on Sunday. What color were they? Are they white? I think though that they were white, right? I think they were white.
Why are you saying it like that, bro? You're making me uncomfortable.
I don't know. Yeah. It's
This is just crazy though.
it is crazy. It was what was really crazy that made me actually even like want to bring this up and like as a topic or like maybe look it up was Press Rate had the paper literally printed out was like
No more eggs.
like
Leave
one
us alone.
like one per customer like due to egg shortage,
Mhm.
avian flu. I was like, wait, that's why these are going up? And I'm like,
Yo, I'm telling you.
That's
on
what it's
street,
called, the
eggs
avian
going
flu.
Crazy, bro.
Dead ass. You haven't seen all these videos and memes of like people with like It's like the egg dealers.
That's
so
what-
they got like a hoodie on and like the fucking glasses and yo, I seen one the other day that was the girl did it, but it was with her dog and it was his kibble. it was so funny. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, I seen one where the dude, he was like, baby, I got you a purse. And then she was like, oh, really? And it was an egg carton.
I'm fucking dead.
Because they were so
Oh my
expensive.
God,
I
yeah.
was just like,
Nah,
yo, they're doing
did
too much
did
right
y'all
now.
send the one the dude was in the
Grocery store,
And
yeah.
you see the girl who
How
was
to
like
pick up
the egg
girls,
cart, she's like,
how to pick up
oh,
chicks,
he's like,
how to
she's
pick
like,
up chicks in
he's like-
2023. He puts all the eggs out in his cart and the girl's like, I'm interested because you're buying all the eggs.
Yeah. It's good shit.
No,
Literally, I think I sent that to the group
Prime,
chat.
prime time internet.
Literally,
um,
prime time internet.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's just
this
crazy
is
though.
it is crazy. 973. That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were in
And
a
this is just
state-
for a dozen.
if you were in Hawaii
Mhm.
and you had a restaurant
Mhm.
and you had breakfast service
Mhm.
and you was cranking out omelets
Mm.
and you know that eggs is not, what is it?
973.
973
And that's the
a
average.
dozen.
And just
That's
for a
the
dozen. So
average.
now, when I go to Restaurant Depot, I'll get like a 7.5 quart of egg cartons. It'd be like almost $30 basically.
How much are you upcharging for that omelet at your restaurant? Now knowing that
973 for some
Breakfast.
eggs. And
Yeah.
if you do a three egg omelet.
I'm thinking more two
Two-
eggs.
two
Let's not be savages. We are in an egg shortage.
Look,
It's
look.
a 3 egg. We
Three
got
egg?
3 eggs.
3 eggs.
Fuck the flu. We're going in.
Deadass.
What are omelets normally? What, like $7-8?
Depends.
Like $10,
Yeah.
like $10.
Yeah.
That's a good like.
That's running you about a $20,
I was gonna say-
$21.
I was gonna say like
That ass.
$18, $20.
That's $20, and
Right.
don't you dare get a side. Don't you dare get
Side
a
of
side.
side of sausage
You
and
want some
bacon.
bacon? Psh, that's
You want-
about $30.
That's $50 right
That's
there,
50.
basically.
Shit, birds on got a flu, so do the pigs.
Right. Imagine if you order that shit on like DoorDash or something. That's 50 right there with the
It
all
really
the
is.
extra taxes. This that
Hell
and
yeah.
third.
DoorDash would be like, oh yeah, the eggs are, $3. What? Hell yeah. But it's the fee, it's us driving. Yeah, that's gonna run you $65.50.
Gotta pay for the
Uh-huh.
gas for your delivery driver. Like
Right.
what?
All of it. It
What's
should be
going on?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Eggs, man. I love eggs though.
Learn it once you master how to cook them in every different way.
What's your favorite omelet?
Different favorite omelet.
Yeah.
Like a solid Western omelet.
Western is my.
I like go
Come
solid.
on. Yeah.
Onions, green
Green peppers. Yes.
I feel that.
ham.
I was gonna
Yes.
say I do like
Yes.
some caramelized onion, definitely cheese, some peppers in there,
A Western omelet type of guy.
Mhm.
maybe
Mhm.
even some bacon.
Yeah.
I do like it when they do it's like they kind of do like a chicken parm finish on it, but it's like they put marinara sauce on it. It was like some IHOP shit. That's pretty fun.
Like a chicken, so they finish it with marinara
So
with
I
like
had
parm
like
or something.
chicken inside of it, but it was like grilled chicken,
Okay.
and then on top of it, it had like marinara and then cheese. Like,
Okay.
That's
shit.
it. That's
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
That is interesting. It's so horrible. You're eating like the chicken and the egg
Literally.
all in
but
one.
What came first?
Right.
This man said what came first.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, eggs. That's eggs.
Yes. That's
For
our topic
everybody.
for today. That's
What's
eggs.
your
Yeah.
worst way of preparing them? What's the worst way? Like the hardest way? I know we all can make eggs now, but like
The hardest way to make eggs.
to you personally.
I feel like omelets. Now, if we're saying like French omelets, yeah, that's a little tough because you gotta make sure it's perfect. But if regular omelets, honestly, it's not that bad. Poaching, honestly, that's easy. Scrambled eggs is whatever when it's done right. I would either say a soft boil or sunny side up. Oh no, Over easy.
I was gonna say this.
Over-
Sunny side.
No,
Right.
not sunny side up. I mean,
I was about to fry you off camera, bro.
but people don't know what sunny side up actually is. They just like, oh yeah, sunny side up, but then you flip it, but that's not. Sunny
No,
side
you
up.
don't. I
That's-
actually peeped that the other day
You
too.
don't actually know what it
And
is.
they were like, yeah, sunny side up. I was like, bro, that's over easy.
Right.
That's not sunny side up.
Exactly.
Sunny side up, just crack it in the pan and let that shit cook, bro.
Exactly.
You don't
They were
touch
like,
it
oh,
at all.
what? And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
sunny side up.
Right.
I would say either over easy or soft boil. Because soft boil is like 4 minutes, like tops.
Mhm.
And if like
Soft boil, I always go for 6.5 minutes.
yeah.
Solid.
So it's like
'Cause I
and
know
then
it's-
and then you gotta shock it fast. So
Yeah, because
if
I
you-
know the yolk's still gonna be runny as hell, and none of it's gonna be cooked, but that white part is gonna be solid as well.
Mhm. And I feel like something like you can mess that up like easily. So
6.5 minutes is like the sweet spot for that.
Yeah.
because a hard boil is like 12 minutes. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I would say. I mean, I don't know.
Would you say custards? With,
You know.
yeah.
I mean, you're good.
You're nasty.
I didn't necessarily think about. I mean, I
Like custard
did.
with ice cream?
I guess I did think of custard in like
Well-
a quiche type of
Yeah.
like frittata type of way.
We're not saying eat, but like you just said hard to make.
The hardest to make, like, I don't.
Quiche is pretty hard.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't burn the shell.
Right.
That's the only thing, and you gotta make sure you temper the fucking eggs right.
Yeah.
Tangine eggs too are kind of, but that's kind of like what soft boiled. I mean, poached. That's just poaching, but in hot liquid
Yeah.
instead of water
Oh, okay.
with a tangine.
Mhm.
You're doing it in the sauce type shit.
The literally 3 minutes. That's all you need for a poached egg. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Take it out, shock it, or plate it and serve. That's all you need. 3 minutes.
I like a nice medium poach. I don't like
So we're shooting
No,
4 or 5
but-
minutes.
yeah. For a medium poach,
Oh.
for a poach, yeah, 4 or 5 minutes
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah. At literally 3 minutes. Take it out. Done.
Mhm.
Like that's like
With you for poaching?
yeah. But that's how like on externship and when I was working in Block Island, I was like.
Do you have your boil? Do you have your water out of rolling boil?
Yeah,
Yes, you
rapid boil. So what I was actually taught in Block Island from my chef Erica, shout out to Chef Erica. She literally would be like, "Yo, stir your water around with your spoon or whatever while it's still boiling." So basically, like while it's in like it's
You
just crack
create
the
a
egg,
whirlpool. Yeah, so you
crack
crack
the
your egg in the
whirlpool,
middle
crack
and
it,
then,
and just
Wraps
like
it.
yeah, the water wraps
Uh-huh.
and stuff.
and then you get that like nice like perfect like ball basically,
Mhm.
and it's like it comes out perfect every time for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, timer 3 minutes. That's all you need.
Mm. I like that. Fun little tip.
I do it on a show when I do poaching, but
Mhm.
sometimes they don't come out. Well, sometimes they don't come out right, but
Mm.
the 3 minutes. That's honestly for me. So you need.
Half the time it's not even really cooking the egg, it's getting the shit out the shell.
That ass.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people break the yolk before they can even get it to the pan.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, it's pointless to it.
Right at that point,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
You gotta turn it into something else, really good scramble or something, because
Yeah.
I love
especially-
me a good scrambled egg.
I hate that
A
shit
soft
too.
scramble,
Especially at work when
cheese.
you're like cranking out mad like over mediums or
Mhm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
and bro, you just got a bunch of them
Omelets,
at once, and
wazoo,
then, like
yeah.
you'll have all of them perfect, and then one yolk is broken. You're like, fuck.
Mhm.
Now I gotta throw out that whole pan.
And do it all
do
over
it
again.
because
Yeah.
I got no scrambles on the board.
Mhm.
I don't know if we talked about egg day yet.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
I think we touched up on it a little bit. What
We
you
were going
guys
hard
did.
on it. It was like one of the first episodes, I think. Like
Maybe.
second. Or
Yeah,
first
that
or
you.
second.
Yeah, because you guys said that was the hardest class that y'all had.
Yeah,
And
we were
fun
going ham on
days.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
What,
lit.
what was the one you started?
that
with?
time-
Was it the omelet?
At that time, it was the omelet.
Yeah.
I got everything else down but the omelet. Because
Yeah.
our chef was big on that, like teaching us how to cook.
The French omelet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that French omelet, bro, I just could not get the brown stains off that shit for some reason.
Your heat was too high, buddy.
That was before we knew how to control that.
Control the flame, right?
Yeah.
Now I can do that shit easily.
That ass. I love me a nice French omelet where it's so super smooth on top, and then
Mhm.
you do a little pat of butter on it, so it's
Yeah.
all glistening
Hit
and
that shit
And
with
that's it.
salt and salt.
yes,
that's the thing with-
perfect.
That's the thing with
Mm.
French omelets too. It's like not only does it have to be shiny yellow, no brown on it at all, it had to literally be smooth. So it was like one of those, but nope, do it
And
again.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Like my boy Omar at work, we make French omelets every morning. He does it like it's crazy because he'll take a small ass saute pan, put the egg yolks in it, and like it's almost like he's scrambling it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks like a scramble almost,
Yeah.
and then literally he'll put it on the plate, fold it, and on the other side it's just super
Beautiful.
smooth. Like,
Mm-hmm. Smooth.
and I'm like, damn, bro, like every fucking time.
Right.
It was like, yo,
And like all of us, all the other cooks were using like the big saute pan to like make sure you just don't touch it, like let it sit still and shit. Him, he's just the finesser, and there's always like one of those people that are just in the kitchen and they're just
They're
very,
good with
very
it.
good at that one
Yeah,
little
that one thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, remember they taught us it was like, yo, use your chopsticks to scramble the eggs, basically take it off and pat it on your towel, and then like fold it gently, and then like plate it. So like it literally just that nice like
long
piece of like omelet.
It's just making me hungry now.
It was cool.
I know.
Yeah, get the cooking.
That ass.
Oh, both of y'all.
What you mean both of y'all?
Both.
Both of y'all.
What?
What are you talking about?
Who's cooking?
Not me.
Oh, it's Tariq.
Yes, sir.
Chef Rick's not here right now. Chef Rick's not here right now. Please take a message.
We need a sound like that. And there's like, But yeah, alright guys, so that is today's episode for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys follow us because we are here every Friday at 10 a.m. Y'all can now stream us on Spotify, Anchor, as well as Apple Podcasts. We'll be coming out on Twitch very, very soon. We've also got our YouTube videos, which we're posting on Tariq's page right for now. But we'll have our own page very, very soon. You guys can find us on Instagram and TikTok at the Mixing Pot Pod. That's at the MXNG Pot Pod. And then you guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Soya Keyla. That's at ZOE_KEYLA. And also my business page on Instagram at Liquid Gold at LQD_GLD. Where can they find you guys?
You guys can find me at cheftrick.co on Instagram and TikTok, cheftrick401 on Facebook, cheftrick YouTube. That's where you guys can find Mixing Up with Cheftrick every Sunday at 11 a.m. or the Mixing Pot Podcast every Friday at 10 a.m. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go download and purchase your Mixing Up Chef Trick Volume 1 cookbook. That is on my website, cheftrickcompany.com. Also, is the playoffs in football, so it is Super Bowl Sunday, so I'll be doing wings. So make sure you guys go on my website and order your wings. We have some new
That's
flavors.
this weekend already?
No, it's not this week. It's in a couple
Oh,
weeks.
Oh,
It's in a couple weeks, but
Yeah.
we gotta get it out there now.
I'm like, wait, it's not February.
You
No.
remember asked me that at the beginning?
Who asked
No,
you
he
that?
did.
I asked him.
Oh, you asked that? I
was
wasn't
like,
here.
Super Bowl's this weekend? He's like, nah, bro.
No,
Oh.
no, it's the championship week for the conferences. So
Okay.
next week will be the Pro Bowl, and then the week after, February 12th is the Super Bowl.
Right.
So
I'm
make
like,
sure
I know
you-
it's in February. We ain't
Yeah.
in February yet.
Yeah, so make sure you guys order your Super Bowl wings. We'll be at Red Lounge. You guys can pick them up at. Also, we'll be there to actually serve. So if you guys want to come in and watch the game, we'll be there to serve some wings as well. And then of course our merch is on our website. And Chef Tree Company is now officially LLC. So make sure you guys talk to me nicely. Yeah.
Talk to him nice or don't talk to him at all.
When you call my phone, make sure you say Chef Tree Company LLC.
Talk your shit, Tariq. Talk your shit. I love
Yeah.
this. I love this enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I'm not co-signing on this.
It's 2023. You ain't doing big things with us. We don't want you over here, alright?
This
Aight.
guy's acting
Just like
Frank
that.
Saint.
Look, if you're not the leader, you're a follower. We leaders over here.
Alright, Franklin.
Oh Lord, where can they find you at, Drew?
Anyway, first off, you can find me on IG at I Love You Drew, and also at Second Human on IG. And Sex in the Driveway is a very, very, very good drink.
Are you gonna
My coworkers are just haters.
are you gonna make
Haters.
that Are you gonna make it one day and like sell it? You know,
Where?
we'll do like
We're
a
gonna
little,
sell it.
we'll do a little pop up. You
A
know,
little summer.
We'll do- yeah, we could do a little-
summer jam.
yeah,
We're gonna have a little summer jam pop up.
Summer jam.
yeah,
Bring out the cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Tariq and I
special.
will take care of the cheesesteaks. You take care of the drink. Yeah, how about that?
The sex and
Oh, so
sex
now
and
you're trying to
driveway.
get funny. You trying to get funny?
No.
Why? What do you mean?
What you mean?
How?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, yo, I got a little joke.
Sex in the driveway was your idea, your drink,
Yo,
so
listen,
you can
sneak
bring
this
that to the table, and then Tariq and I will stick to what we know how to do, which is them infused Philly cheesesteaks.
Yes.
Which
So
is
why
Boston
can't-
with
Why,
the Cajun
whenever
fries.
you're talking about it, you can't look at me. She keep looking down at the table, bro. But yeah.
Hey yo.
Anyway, it's been a blast here on the MVP with my two great pals, and also the studio cat titty. Yeah, couldn't have done it without everybody here.
Right, we
Yeah.
can have.
Also, honorable mention,
Oh,
us. We do
honorable
this
mention
every
to us.
week, you know.
Right. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
So
we
like,
haven't put in the work, and
come on, we gotta do it.
we've definitely been getting through some trials and tribulations, fucking technical difficulties, man.
Yeah.
This shit,
It's like every week they come here and I'm thinking we could go off right at 7 o'clock.
literally,
Some
it's
shit
always
like that.
something.
Yeah. No. Also, if you are an engineer and you guys are listening, and you guys would like to help us out. You guys can DM us either on any of our pages or the Mixing Pot podcast page on Instagram or TikTok. Also, like, subscribe, share, send it to your friends. Let them know. Helps us with the algorithms on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Also YouTube. Subscribe to the channels and help your
Your fellow peers.
Yeah, help us out.
Mhm.
Give us that nice comment. Add to the polls, because once you go on Twitch, we'll be doing a lot of interactive things as well. So
Yup.
why are you making that stank
Bro,
face?
we're podcasters, not peckers.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. If they like, subscribe, they share, they comment, it helps us out. That's how Spotify, that's how iTunes
You know
push
what
it.
else helps us out?
What?
Sponsors.
Sponsors too. If
And
you're
we
a
didn't even
sponsor,
shout out our sponsors today.
because we don't have
Sponsor Lifesaver Gummies and Oreos.
No.
Yes, that's what was on the show today.
Well, you know
Right, Kayla?
what? Until
There's also some doors and Angostura burgers.
Yup, see?
until they actually
And
start such sponsors.
Tina Gong.
Tina Gong, shout her out.
Shout out Tina Gong
See?
for this amazing book. I got this shit at $5 Below. For
Five Below.
$5, and it was like the best $5
That
I've ever
ass.
invested in learning
It was
about
exactly
myself.
5 though, right?
I
Yeah,
It was
can't
definitely
remember.
10. It was definitely 10. It was definitely 10.
I
That
can't
shit was
remember.
like
They
guys.
definitely
I
said
don't-
some 5.
I'm not
14.
Tariq. I don't pull receipts out.
Hey,
these
look,
things.
I gotta
Maybe.
make sure I keep my receipts because I got business.
You gotta put
baby.
that shit
I'm
on
an
your taxes,
LLC.
baby.
Okay.
You gotta write that shit on your business.
Write-offs, alright? Like I just said, I'm an LLC. Talk to me nicer. Don't talk to me at all. Say it again.
Just
Look
like
at
that,
it.
period.
Alright.
Brr.
Businesses.
Alright.
We love it though. Yeah, just listen to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, that is it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for joining and tuning in. Until next time.
Play the AO with the fuck button before we leave.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hey yo, what the fuck? Alright, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I didn't play it all day.
I got my fix.
Do you want me to play anything else?
No, we're good.
How about a little yeah?
Yeah! There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Lil John.
You're welcome. You feel a little bit better now
Yeah.
before I. Okay, alright. Can I close up the show now? Alright, good, bet. Okay. Okay, so bye, guys. Finally, this is the end of the show.
It just sparkles
Peace,
though.
y'all.
It just sparkles. Jesus.
Let this shit play out if you gonna play
Okay,
it.
Jesus.
Bye, y'all.